Hi, Team Weather Shield. Last week we talked about the core behavior of clean your plate every day, every week, every month. And I want to follow up on that because I think there's a lot more here that we can glean. First thing I want to talk about is time management. People talk about this idea of time management, and I would say there is no such thing really as time management. What happens, in fact, is we manage ourselves in relationship to time. So what we commonly call time management is really self-management. And the idea of clean your plate is one of the best ways to manage yourself in relation to time, because it makes sure that when you get something done, you don't have to go back to it, and you'll find that you're much more efficient. It is better self-management to clean your plate. Another aspect of this is when you clean your plate every day, at the end of the day, let's say, it creates a line between work and leisure, or between work and family time. When you've cleaned your plate, you know in your mind, okay, that's done. I can set it aside. I don't have any more to do on it today. Now, there may be lots more tasks, but those are for the future. And I know I can clear my mind and go do what I have to do for my family and be fully present or whatever. So another good reason to do this is that psychological reason and that clear break between work and leisure time. Another aspect of this is usually tasks are part of a chain of events. Rarely is a task completely isolated. So, for example, if a crew leaves some loose ends on a job, if they don't clean their plate, let's say in this case they don't clean the roof off well, then the roof gets inspected, and typically what happens is that becomes part of a punch list. Someone else, other than the person who did it, ends up inheriting that dirty plate, and they end up having to wash the dish of the person before them. And that is inherently unfair. That is not owning it, and that is not being a great team player, right? So it's really important from this pay it forward aspect to take and pay forward a great work product when it's part of a chain of events. If you're in sales and you don't do a good job of entering all the job data, you hand off a project to the planning department and they end up having to clean up and figure out all the details that you missed. If we're in inventory and we don't, if we're moving inventory and we don't write out that inventory slip well, somebody else has to try to reconcile that because we can't do job costing. So all of these things have a pay it forward aspect. And I want you to think about the times that you have received work that somebody else didn't clean your plate and you ended up having to wash their dish, and maybe also talk together about some of the ways that you might be handing off a dirty dish to someone else to deal with. Thank you all and have a great day.